a year and a half. My partner's been on the product for a year and a half, and I have a lot of clients in the product. And yeah, you just notice that if someone is dealing with like difficulties with their health, whatever it might be, give it between 3 weeks and 3 months, and they'll start to see some big shifts as their body kind of integrates the plant and heals itself. So yeah, I love the moringa. I also love the essential oils. I love the lipsticks. It's all amazing. It's all really good. And I became a distributor in. I started to like actively work the business in December, and since then I've hit Builder 500, and I earn monthly residual income, which is awesome. You can't argue. You can't argue with free checks.
Did you say something, Erica?
Well, I missed the last part about the income part.
Oh, yeah. I earn a monthly residual income.
Okay.
So just
you are already.
Like,
okay.
I'm pretty low ranked in the company, but I still earn some money every month without doing anything. Like, right. And if I get some people on and start and grow my business, I just earn some more money. So
right.
I like that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the part of doing nothing and getting a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a good part too.
Yeah. It's nice because when you make some leeway, you just begin to earn money off of that just a little bit, like from here on out. I like that a lot.
Okay. So I was gonna, since it's 10, I was gonna start off with the slide a little bit, just do a little bit of a presentation here, and then we'll have some more sort of, people can comment. At the bottom, there's a thing where you can put your hand up if you have something to share. Please feel free to, if you have something to interject, because I like to make this more like communal, that we can, there's a bunch of us who know a lot about moringa on here. So, whatever you came to this call for, to learn more about moringa, to learn more how you can share these products internationally, and have a residual income, or just about the Maya oils, whatever you came here for, we're going to have some good information for you. So let's see. Monique, do you want to? Oh, yeah. So can people mute if they're not talking? That way it won't be so noisy in the background. And then, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how, first let me put the screen up here. So as most of us are aware of, that the food supply used to be a lot more nutritious. There was a lot more of the food that people ate came more directly from the earth, and we had more nutrition in the food. And now there's so much processed food that people eat that it's even worse. But for me personally, it was a big education how the depleted soil has impacted all of our health. So even if you're eating organic, and even if you're eating from the farmer's market, you're still not getting as much nutrition as you need. And so the formulator of our product line, who's a biochemist, what he told me is that it took 38 heads of spinach to get the same amount of iron as came from one head of spinach in the 60s. So it's a pretty serious problem. And even though I'm really healthy and I eat really well, my eyesight changed when I started drinking moringa. It took about 2 weeks, but I'm still not wearing reading glasses. So that was 2 years ago. And like I said, my fingernails have changed. So, but I think people that what I have noticed is that people that have inflammatory conditions because of, can you put that other slide back up, Monique? Yeah, it has the 36 anti-inflammatories. They notice more immediate results because this is very significant for people that have health problems. The 46 antioxidants are amazing. The nearest closest superfood is acai berry. It has 21. And the omega 3, 6, and 9s are incredible for brain function. I've noticed definitely noticed a change in that immediately. Many of us have that. As I told Cassandra was sharing with me, she felt the same thing, that I felt like I'm firing on more cylinders. My memory is better, and I can actually listen to somebody talking for 10 minutes and not interrupt them, because I'm going to forget what I was going to say. I mean, maybe that seems small, but for me it is a miracle. And so, and then the 20 amino acids, the 9 that our bodies can't produce. All of this is really significant. And what's really remarkable is that it's from one plant and it's delivered raw. So for anybody who's tuned in to how important that is, that our bodies don't really recognize the synthetic supplementation, and it can be very expensive to try to find all of these things in different. It's been estimated that one of our daily packets, it takes $60 to get that amount of nutrition from food. So here are some of the things that are in just the moringa leaf, which is another thing that's remarkable about what this company has done with moringa, is that it's not just from the leaves, but from the omega-3, 6, and 9 are in the oils, and there's 10 times the vitamin C in the oils than are in just the leaves. And so you want to get everything that this tree has to offer. I mean, any amount of moringa is probably good, even just the leaves, but there is so much that you can do with this plant. That's one of the things that I love about what this company has done, is they were the first ones to assay all the 52 varieties of the plant and make sure that we're using the one that has the most amount of nutrition in it. So for instance, if you've seen any of the research about, here's a slide of, just an idea of how much, trying to get supplement from different sources can look like and cost. But anyway, that if you've seen the documentary on the Discovery Channel about moringa, it talks about mostly the tropical variety of the plant. And not only is most of the moringa out there just from the leaves, and not from all the different parts of the plant, but they also are using a different varietal. And so this was the first company that assayed all the different varietals and figured out which one and which parts of the plant that we want to use, and also they traditionally cook these different parts, and of course that will kill some of the nutrition too. So all of those features together is what makes the moringa drink that we all drink so unique and so amazing for people. Very, it's really about the results. You can you can see all the research about this plant, but if you're not getting the results, then there's you're not accessing everything that the research has proven you can access. So here's a plantation in southern India. That's where this plant, the most potent varietal this plant likes to grow. It's also, their farms are certified organic by English standards, and they pay the Indian workers American wages, which the ethics of this, the integrity of this company and the way that they do everything so thoroughly, such high quality of, based on the research that they put a lot of money into the right equipment and the right research to figure out how to do it, but how they treat everybody involved in the company was very important to me to really understand, and really made an impact on it. To me, it makes an impact on the energetics of the product and how it feels to be involved. And that all comes from, let me just say, I'm kind of jumping here. Let me just say also that there was the National Institutes of Health called this the Plant of the Year in 2008, and they said that what the indigenous people say about this plant is true. It can cure or reverse over 300 diseases, which is pretty incredible to have a governmental body say that. But like I mentioned before, at that time, before this company was founded, that was based on, that was traditional, the way that these different cultures traditionally use this plant, which is often to cook it or using, different varietals. So what they've done is really figure out how to maximize the benefits that were already evident, even using the plant that way. And the person who did that is this guy who was, he was called the father of herbal encapsulation because he was the first person in the 1970s to put herbs in a pill for Americans as a way to get them to access herbal medicine. He was also a retired billionaire who had founded 2 multi-level companies. One of them was Nature's Sunshine, which I remember hearing about, and another one that are still around today. So he's the only person in history who's created 2 of these companies, and they're still around. So he has a lot of knowledge about how to run this kind of a company. And he was retired. He didn't do it for the money. He doesn't even take a profit in this company. He folds it back into the research and the distributors, and he came out. He saw this documentary and said it was a spiritual calling to come out of retirement because somebody had to do something with this plant. He could do more with it than all the other combinations of herbs products that he created in his other companies. And so he's the money and the inspiration and the integrity behind everything that's come out of this. And the way I see Zija is it's about empowering people on all levels in their health and their finances. And so everything that has the essential oils, they come out of the same kind of integrity and high quality and unique possibilities. They're like, what do they call them? Category creators, because the essential oils are the only ones that are clinical grade, which is very important. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but I just wanted to see if Andron, you wanted to say anything, or Taylor or anybody else. Oops, let me, I'll go back to the moringa.
Taylor, do you have anything to say?
Yeah. I mean, actually, I think Katya kind of hit everything on the head. So I don't have
My
anything to say.
internet signal's a little challenged. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you. Yeah. Well, we could hear you. Oh, now you're
Well,
on.
I can say a little bit. Yeah, my internet for some reason is lagging a little bit. We're having a little bit of a weather down here in Southern Oregon. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah.
No?
Oh,
Okay, I'll turn off my video.
okay.
That might help some. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I've got, well, here comes my bro. Let me put you on here. We got video. Right.
It's too hard to hear you, Andron. It's coming in and out.
Doing our wild cacao party last night, and Moringa Oleifera. We've got there's his first of Moringa Oleifera. Your first sip, huh? Yeah. So this stuff's really amazing.
Andron, it's
I could say a bit about the Ameo oils.
Okay.
Okay. How about? Does that help at all when I do the video?
Okay, yeah, I think that's better. Go ahead.
No.
Yes.
So, yeah. If it's cutting out, just let me know. Isn't that good? Yeah. So let's just say the Moringa Oleifera drink. That was his. Go ahead. Tell him what to say.
It is really good.
So yeah, this is a great medium to bring new people to, for people to experience our team and what we're up to, and just feel the enthusiasm and see it live. I mean, this is a great place. I have several people that are interested in this call and coming on to Moringa. Christoph is on here, which he's new on our team. I'm going to hit this video again. So yeah, the Ameo oils, we worked with them last night again, making raw chocolate here. We had a bit of a detox talk kind of party and rolled it into a Zija party. Having house parties is a real good idea. It's a great way to get people together, have a potluck, whatever product you have, you can share and then show a little presentation of some kind. Just get people interested in health and wellness and abundance. I mean, the opportunity with Zija is amazing, mainly because there's not only you get nutrition and the cutting edge nutritionals with the Moringa oleifera products and the Amea oils and the Ripstick line, but you also have the ability to make residual income. It doesn't come for free. It's like any business. You got to put energy into it to get energy out of it. But I continue to grow my organization and my team, and it sort of snowballs. It grows on itself. You know, you sometimes want it to grow a little faster maybe than it does, and then other times you get these growth spurts, and you know 4 or 5 people will come on at one time. So this Zoom opportunity is a great way to initiate people, to introduce people to our team, and to share ideas. Saturday morning seems to be a hit. We've got a lot of people on this call, and it's super awesome to be here. And there's Felicidad trying to call. That's cute. It kicked off my screen here. Sounds like we're still connected. Yeah. So I'm just overall enthusiastic about the opportunity and about what's going on with Zija and the support. The company is super high integrity. I had some issues this week with product and shipping and stuff like that, and they took care of everything. And I just received a big load of product yesterday. The company took care of like some shipping challenges they had. They really stand behind us and they support us. And I've been with a bunch of multi-level marketing companies through the years, Young Living, Essential Oils, Celtec. I started with Celtec back in the 90s doing blue-green algae. And I know MLMs and I know how they roll, and getting paid every week on Friday is amazing, onto my Zija debit card. And also, having the support and I feel back, like I'm backed by the company. They take care of people. If, new people have any issues, they just completely take care of it. So yeah, that's what I got to say about Zija.
Thank you. So let's see. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. Okay, I think that's on there, the slide. Okay, so I just wanted to pick up a little bit, just for people who are just looking at this, like a little bit of a general overview of some of the product lines besides the Moringa. Moringa is the key thing, but it's also attracted some really high caliber people, like this guy who went through Harvard in half the time, and who was an NIH research fellow. He did some pivotal research on breast cancer metastasization, and he also was he was interested in how plants can help with degenerative diseases, and that's how Moringa came into his awareness. Because if you look on the PubMed website, you can see it's just insane how much it's the most researched plant out there. And the pharmaceutical companies knew about how powerful this plant was, but they couldn't isolate one element, and so that they could patent. So it kind of escaped their clutches. So he was interested in this plant because of where he was coming from, and he put all the Moringa out there under his microscope and said, what Zija has is so high above any other Moringa product, that he went to Zija and asked for a job, even though he'd had many offers, or like hundreds of thousands of dollars of income from different pharmaceutical companies. He didn't want to be part of that. He wanted to be part of working with plants to support and heal people. And so his baby is essential oils, because they'd already done they'd done most of the Moringa products by then. And so he brought the same kind of integrity and high research standards to his work with the Ameo essential oils. And so he created this category creator of the clinical grade distinction, which means that it's the same criteria that research in Ameo in essential oils brings. When people are researching essential oils for use in medical establishments, they have a certain standard of purity. And out in the world, most essential oils, all they have is what's called the perfume standard, or they have something that they created, like a therapeutic grade, but it doesn't really mean anything. It's just a term. So they bought, I think it was $10 million or something like that. I heard the research. I don't know how that works exactly, but the criteria that means that it's a super pure level of quality. And so, like, Diane, maybe you can talk a little bit about that, because I know that was important for you when you came to my house, because you're super sensitive to essential oils. You want to say something about that?
I can say a little bit. Nasal this morning. I had my first experience with essential oils, actually using them for health last night, because everybody around me's got that really bad flu down here in Santa Cruz area, Bay Area.
It's a little bit muffled, Diane. Maybe you can come a little closer.
How's this?
That's better, yeah.
Better. So I'm a little bit closer. First off, I'll just tell you I had my first experience with essential oils last night, for health. But like I just said, people have given me essential oils forever. And I couldn't tolerate them. They were all either too strong, or I could actually smell after a day or two that rancid smell. Where when Katya introduced me to the Zija mayo oils, that didn't exist. Even after a week. So, and it turns out it's a nitrogen infusion that they do with the oils to keep it pure and keep it from becoming rancid. And they also don't have that kind of overwhelming smell, so to speak. So, yeah, I found I liked a lot of them. And having worked in dermatology and nutrition, working in the medical field, I didn't see much value of them. I do now, after experiencing them myself and sharing them with some other people, some of my friends and colleagues that are also doctors, nurses, acupuncturists, and they've all been just wowed. I didn't even know about something called Del Tora or Del. I guess it was another essential oil that was really held in high esteem by therapeutic standards. These are clinical standards, and the people I work with in the medical field, they say that this standard is like so much higher than everything else that's out there. So I've kind of won them all over, and they're all like, that particular essential oil blend is a real hit. I just ordered some more. So, and I used a Pro Shield last night myself in the bathtub. I had it in the diffuser, and so far I'm just a little stuffy, but I didn't get sick like everybody else. So I'm a real believer now.
Right. And Diane, can you say a little bit about what happened with you when you started drinking moringa too? Because that was how you first. Yeah,
sure. I feel like the poster girl for moringa. I'm a real skeptic, and I vet everything for months before I try anything. But I was over at Katya's when I was up in Portland visiting my mom, and asked for a glass of water, I think, Katya, and she brought me. She says, "Oh, well, here, try this. Try this drink. Tell me what what you think. What does it taste like?" I said, "Oh, it tastes tropical. It's really good." We didn't even get into much of a discussion about what it really is. And I went home to my mom's, back to my mom's, and the next day. I was raking and went inside to put on boots because I'm a Californian and had flip-flops on in the weather. And when I put the boots on, down my ankles, which I have for 2 years, I have Schomburg's disease. It's inherited. What that comes with is a lot of swelling of the ankles and calves all the way up to my knee. And it got so bad the last 2 years, the swelling never went down. The swelling was completely gone. And that was less than 24 hours. So I asked my mom, "What did you put in the food last night for dinner?" It took me most of the day to figure out. Well, I drank that stuff she called Moringa or something. I didn't even really know the name. So it turns out that's what it was. And I haven't had any swelling since. That's like a miracle. Especially in the medical world, people who have been trained in Western medicine, they've been giving me diuretics and told me to wear compression stockings. That's all. I live by the beach. I'm not going to run around with compression stockings. So anyhow, I don't, it took care of it. That's a metabolic vascular condition. And it's still, to this day, it's gone. I don't have any swelling anymore. That's, unheard of. I had to actually go visit 2 of my doc friends to show them, the ones that have been trying to. I've been to Stanford, I've been everywhere, and all I'm doing is drinking moringa, and my life is so much better. I mean, truly, I feel like the poster girl because so many people, friends, started taking it, ordered it. They want it because of what I experienced. And also, at the end of the month, the first month, I'd lost 10 pounds and I hadn't changed anything. I had swim, which I hadn't gone to for 6 years. But I hadn't changed my diet and I lost 10 pounds. So, I mean, if you're going to talk to me about moringa, I'm going to tell you, get it, drink it, and give it to your friends to try and get them on this product because it's a fabulous product. I mean, I've been in medicine for, I'm not going to tell you how many years, 20 plus, 30 plus. I've never had anything like this happen. I've tried everything for my ankles, for my condition, for losing weight. I miss you, Katya. I'll see you soon. I'll be up here in Portland in two and a half weeks.
Great. Yay. So actually that's a good segue into mentioning, I just wanted to kind of do a quick overview of the different divisions. So the weight management division is made a really big, really expanded this company because diabetes and obesity are such a huge problem in the US. And they found that people naturally lost weight with moringa if they need to. It's like an adaptogen. So if you don't need to, and part of that, I guess I could show on the slides, but maybe I'll just say, is the detox T component, which Andron's a detox expert, and he could talk for hours about how important that element is, but you have to take the detox T2 and eliminate some of the heavy metals and all the stuff that we accumulate and then add the nutrition in, and the combination's amazing. And so they have other herbal support for that process, and there's people who have lost like hundreds of pounds and kept it off. It's amazing. And then moringa is also really good for diabetes. And so those two factors have made this company really, start growing quickly. But we're still a super small, we've been around for 10 years, so they have a really good foundation. The founder says his companies are late bloomers. He creates a really solid foundation that's gonna be here for a long time, and nobody knows about moringa. And you have something that's really helping people. And that's what I'm so passionate about. Like I said, I would be doing this anyway, because I love to share things that are really amazing with people. And so the idea of being in a system where you actually get paid for doing what you would normally do, I mean, that's like win-win-win. It doesn't feel like work if you're passionate enough about it and you'd be doing it anyway, right? So anyway, there's the weight management line, there's the Omea oils, and then there's the Rip Sticks, which is a all-natural sports line. I wanted to keep this to just a half hour, so I won't go into too much detail about all those. You can come on another call or talk to the person who invited you to this call to get more information about that. But if you want to join the Zija train and do this with us, one of the things that I like to point out that I would have liked to have heard on the front end, just succinctly, is it basically costs $660 or $1,320 to get a bunch of free product, and there really is no risk to it, because if you like moringa, even if you didn't do anything, you're going to end up with a lot of free product. And then in addition, you get like 2 websites. How much would that cost to get a website built for yourself? And something I didn't really understand on the front end is how much value there is in having people that have a 7-figure residual income, that are multimillionaires, who are coaching and helping and interacting and relating to us. You want people that are established where you want to go if you want to step into another reality. So all of these factors together is why I said at the beginning, this has affected like every area of my life, because it's changed me, helped me personally to do the kind of transformation that I'm really most interested in bringing to other people that are also looking for that. And it can be anything. Like, you can just be a customer, totally fine. You don't have to be do the more in-depth thing that we're doing with the distribution. whatever you want to do with this is here, available. So does anybody, before we close the call, does anybody want to say anything? Cassandra, I loved what you shared last time. If you feel like saying a little bit. I
have something to say right after that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm always happy to share.
Yeah, go ahead, Cassandra.
Okay. Whoa. So I'm having technical issues.
Oh, there you are.
So actually, my mom's here with me, and
we're talking about
things with that.
and your experience with that. My mom looked down at her ankle and like, oh.
My mom looked down at her ankle. Hey, how about that? And I can speak to the community of having the support of people who are successful. I was kind of feeling low energy today, and when a guy like Fred Holmes texts you and says, "Hey, are you available to check in?" You wake up. And knowing that somebody like that, and Katja, you and having all of these diverse variety of people from all different walks of life come together, even like on a call like this, to share your experience and just check in and rave about Moringa. I love it. I think it's wonderful, and yeah, I'd be doing it anyway, even if I wasn't getting this wonderful residual income from it.
Thank you. Taylor, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to second what you said about the business guidance. It's really invaluable to have that, have people like, Fred's kind of like my go-to guy, well, you too, Katja, but like Fred has become a really amazing mentor for me, not just with Zija, but what I'm learning through Zija and listening to him and his guidance and the books you guys need to read or listen to rather, because you both don't like reading, have really transformed my other businesses in great ways. And it's really helped kind of like heal these things I needed to kind of work through around entrepreneurship. You're doing something and you're like, you have your dream and you're the one that makes it happen. And he's really fed me a lot of tools and guidance around how to do that, which is really important. So the business guidance is so much more than just for Zija. It's for like if you have a own business practice yourself that's apart from Zija. It's been really helpful. So I just wanted to share that, follow up with what you said, Katja.
Thank you, Taylor. Okay, well, I guess thank you everybody for coming, and we're going to do this. I mean, it seems like Saturday is a good day. We still haven't figured out we've been doing it Tuesday evenings and Saturdays. So anybody who wants to come on, I'm going to record them too, so you can share them with people just as after the fact. But also we'll do another one today, and I think that's the pattern we're going to have for a little bit here. But thank you everybody for coming on. And does anybody have any questions before that wasn't sort of presenting things? All right, well, I guess thank you. It's nice to see all of you. Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.